Hi, YouTube. I'm back with another video. Hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to jump on here real quick. I'm not going to keep you guys too long, trying not to, but I just want to address and talk about a little bit about what we've all been seeing in the news lately, with the new administration and, all these changes to policy and things like that. And in particular, I want to talk about the return, I think they call it the RTO, return to office for the federal employees. As you all know, I'm a federal employee. I've mentioned it on several of my videos now. Although I can't talk specifically about, what's going on and about my job and things like that. But I just kind of want to go over it, cover some things in a different way, if you will. Mainly, I want to talk about the my federal employees, and potential employees. If you guys want to be a federal employee, if you know someone who is, or just anybody and really who's going through something, basically is what this video is for. Okay. um it's trying times. I mean, it's trying times for a lot of people, but specifically try to keep to the title of the video for the federal employees. We're going through a lot right now. There's a lot of changes, and it's some very trying times out there. There's a lot of decisions that need to be made, and just a lot of things to consider in general. Okay. But with that being said, I just want everybody to, try to remain as positive as you can and as optimistic as you can. And I know it's very hard during situations like this, but we as a federal workforce, we're used to change. We're used to, trying to be resilient, towards things, because there's a lot of things that are thrown at us at any given time. So, and I just want to say, just try to remain positive, keep our heads up, and, take everything in stride. Also, if you're a religious person, say a prayer. That certainly is not gonna hurt during times like this. Say a prayer, seek, counseling, or, any type of mental health services that may be available to you. And that can be through your church, through your work. I know the federal workplace, we do have a it's called EAP, Employee Assistance Program. Utilize that if you'd like to. If not, you do have health benefits and things like that that you can take advantage of private counseling if you need it. But the important thing I want to say here is, our mental health, folks. You know, k- please keep your mental health, and please remain in a healthy state, because it doesn't take much, for some of us to kind of spiral down, that downward path, and, get into a deep state of depression and things like that. And we don't want that. We just don't want that for people. I don't want that for myself, because I do find myself kind of getting down at times, especially with everything that's in the news and the media, and every day is something new when you see it. And I just try to, tune it out as much as I can. And that brings me to another point. We want to stay informed, because we know there's a lot of information out there. And there's we got the social media, we got the news outlets. We've got it thrown at us in all different directions. And I just want to say, get what you need from it and leave the rest. There is a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of things that are being said that are not true. Okay, so check with your if you are a federal employee, check with your leadership, check with your agency, and see what's applicable for you, and just stick to the facts. Okay, don't listen to all that other rhetoric that's out there. Just stick to the facts. And if you need to make a decision, or if a decision has come your way and you have to decide what to do when it comes to your career or anything like that, just base it on facts and not from hearsay and what you hear in the news. And it's also important for us to keep doing our jobs. We're getting paid to do our job. I know there's a lot of rhetoric out there, and people putting false things out there. Well, it may not be. It may or may not be false. Put it that way. With a lot of people poking fun at federal workers and saying, we don't do anything, and we're lazy, and we don't do our job. I mean, in some cases, yeah. I mean, I guess that is true. That's true with any job. And with this push to bring the federal workers back into the office, if you have a bad employee, folks, they're going to be bad whether they work from home or whether they come into the office. And I think that's true for a lot of jobs, whether you're private sector or if you're a federal employee. Bad employees are going to be bad. There was something a while back with a gentleman. I think he worked for a federal agency. I'm not going to say which one, but he worked for a federal agency, and they said that he was in a meeting and he showed himself in a bathtub or something like that. And when things like that get out, and I don't know if it was a prank or if he did it for just to be funny, but that hurts us. That gives that puts the federal worker in a bad light. And so when people see that, whether he's meant for it to be a joke or not, it's just not a good look. It's just not a good look. And decisions can be made. Now, I don't know, current administration. I mean, they have their reasons for bringing the federal workers back to the office or what have you. I'm not going to get into that, but it just puts a federal worker. It just put us in a bad light because all of us are not like that. Most of us, I say majority of us, are doing our jobs and we're going above and beyond. We are excelling at our jobs, whether we're at home or in the office. And so I just want to make that clear. I just want to put that out there. Um, so going back to the point I was trying to make is just do your job and do the best that you can, with these trying times. And like I said, and more importantly now than ever is to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing and we're putting out a good product, whatever you do, and you're doing your best at your job. Um, And another thing to do, to keep your mind off of all of this is to stay busy. Now is the time to go out and pursue, your hobbies and, whatever else you do to take your mind off work or what you do for fun time. Just remain to do that, and stay away from the news. Like I said earlier, get what you can out of the news and do do what you can what's best for you, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But just stay busy and try not to look at the news as much. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Um, and just stay informed. And I've already covered that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read my points and some of the stuff I've already incorporated in what I was trying to say. But we want to stay informed. And again, that's the point I made earlier. So we want to stay informed and stick to the facts so that if we do have to make a decision, we're basing it on fact and not on misinformation. So that's basically the main things that I wanted to go over because I was seeing a lot of things in social media and the news, and it's just it can be kind of depressing, you know, to see those things, and especially if you're right smack in the middle of all that's going on right now. And I can see where things can go left for a person real quick, and then you start having dark thoughts. And that's the main thing I wanted to point out. Just don't allow yourself to get to that point. That's what I'm, it's the focus or the message of this video. Just keep your head up, and just keep pressing on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video there. I hope it helps somebody. I hope and for everybody that's watching this, and even if you're not a federal worker, if you're going through something, I hope this little quick message, will help you get through it. Okay, so I wish you all a very good day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.